Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you how to paint a flower bouquet. Personally, I love flowers, so let's paint some flowers together. I'm gonna show you the easiest way to paint a flower bouquet. This approach is very universal. You can probably adjust it a little bit and paint many different flower bouquets. Now let's get started. First of all, I used the same watercolor paper texture from Drifter Studio that I used in the previous videos. Again, any watercolor paper texture works. Then, let's use the old beach brush that we created from the last video. Select a pinkish color for the flowers. Create a few color blocks where you want your flowers to go. Don't worry too much about the shapes. Then use the eraser tool to shape the rough outlines of the flowers. Select the Tinderbox brush under inking. Erase from the edge to the center. Erase a whole bunch of these short lines. Make sure to lift the tip at the end. Then you get these flower shapes. Maximize this brush and use it to clean up the outlines of the shapes. Next, I want to make it a little bit lighter, so let's adjust the color a little bit. And this one looks good. Now let's add the pistils. Use the brush Tinderbox again. Add a new layer for that and change the mode to multiply. Keep the same color. Now add some round shapes in the middle of these flowers. Then add some details for the petals. Work on a new layer, change the mode to multiply. Use the Tinderbox brush again. Draw curved lines from the center to the edges. And don't curve them to the exact same direction. Otherwise the flowers are gonna look like whirls. After it's done, lower down the opacity of this layer. Then find Liquify to adjust the flower shapes. Because at this point, you can tell the flowers better and you might not be happy with some of the shapes. So let's play around with them to make them more like flower shapes. Now I feel like I need to shape a little bit more for the silhouette to make the petals stand out more. Erase a little bit more to show the petals better. Now let's arrange the flowers. I feel like adding 2 flowers here, so let's select these 2 flowers and make a copy. After making some adjustments, I feel like the smaller one fits here better, so I'm gonna remove the big one. And then I want to add another one here, so follow the same procedure. This flower has some overlap with the flower down below, so I'm gonna add a shadow by duplicating this flower, darkening the color and moving it a little bit. The shadow is done. Pretty simple, so just follow this. Add another flower. Here, I'm gonna erase the excess shadow because the top part of the shadow is not casted on anything, so we won't be able to see it. So let's remove it. I am happy with the arrangement now. And time to add some leaves. Before getting into that, let's make a new brush for the leaves. Go to drawing category of the brushes, find Copperhead. Make a copy of it, tap into it to make some adjustment. First of all, go to stabilization. Increase the stabilization amount to around 40%. And then go to shape. Increase the count to 8. Then go to green. Lower down the scale to 0. Now we're ready. This brush is pressure enabled. Make sure to press or lift the pen to get the right weights of the lines that you wanted. For example, when you paint a leaf, you may want to slowly press your tip as you draw and slowly lift it up to get pointy tips on both ends. Now I'm just adding stems and leaves wherever I think they should go or look good. You don't have to follow the stems or leaves that I painted 100%. You can come up with your own design. Now, I'm gonna try something crazy. Use this freehand selection tool to make a random selection, just like really random. And then increase the feather to around 10% and adjust the color so it will bring in some color variations. And then I'm gonna do it again. Now I want to bring in some color variations to the flowers as well. So I'm gonna do the crazy selection again to bring in colors. Combine all the flower layers. And now I want to add some highlights. So add a new layer, select a clipping mask. Add some white highlights, then blend the white edges using smudging tool. And now, here it comes to the final step. We're gonna add some shadows for the stems and leaves. Just as what we did before, let's make a duplicate of the stems and leaves layer and adjust the colors to make it darker. Then move this layer a little bit. Then we're done. This bouquet looks cute already, but I want to add a final touch by adding a ribbon at the bottom. So I'm just gonna use a light purple color to quickly draw a ribbon. And then make a copy of it, adjust the color to make it darker for the shadow. And now we're done. Isn't it easy to paint a flower bouquet? It's gonna be a perfect gift for friends or family. And we're not done yet. We have a little bit bonus today. I also prepared a second look for this bouquet. Use the old beach brush that we created from the previous video. Let's paint a background. I'm not very happy with the color, so let's make some adjustments. Maybe we just leave it here for now. I'm gonna add some wrapping paper here using the white color and the old beach brush that we created from the last video. Then use the selection tool to get rid of the excess color. Then we finished the first layer. Let's make a copy of that and flip it horizontally. Make it as our second wrapping paper. Lower down the opacity of these two layers to create a translucent look. And at this point, I feel like the background is too light. So I'm just gonna adjust the color once again. Make some final changes to our wrapping paper. And then we're done. Do you like the flower bouquet we did today? If you liked today's video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more videos in the future, please subscribe my channel. Also let me know if you want to see more tutorials for different types of flower bouquets or different type of tutorials. Leave a comment below. I will see you in the next one. Bye!